So the doctor said, if this is my thermometer, where's my pen?
All right, babe. Finally in DC, we got a lot to see. And apparently, the traffic is bad here. And so you have to walk everywhere.
Yeah, we're not walking people.
This couch potato is not a walking guy.
Nope.
Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah? I have an idea.
It's Britney, bitch.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Oh, look at this house here to the right. Alfred Millet. He designed it in the French Second Empire style, which when he first started construction was very popular here in the U.S. However, it took about 20 years for this building to be completed, and by the time it was done, the style had become very unpopular in chaos down there. So we'll talk here for a moment. Every president except George Washington, he was the one that approved the design, but he never actually stayed here. John Adams was the first president to move into the White House and live here. The design was submitted to Washington by an Irish architect named James Tobin.
That banging that you hear is the local homeless crazy banging on a drum with signs of God knows what. And here we are riding our Segways down Pennsylvania Avenue. They said the street's been closed since 9/11, so no cars go on that section, especially in front of the White House.
Yeah.
Blackmail and manipulate people in order to advance his own position in the city. One of his biggest rivals was Richard Nixon. They hated each other, and when they were designing this building, Nixon decided to be the bigger person, put aside their differences, and offer to name the new headquarters after Hoover for everything he had done for the FBI. Hoover apparently saw what this building was going to look like and said, absolutely not, that's the ugliest building I've ever seen in my life, I refuse to put my name on it. Nixon said, okay, that's fine. I'm paraphrasing this whole conversation. They let it go a few years while the construction kept going. Hoover actually died before the building was done. The day it was completed, Nixon signed an executive order saying that as long as this building stands, it's required to be known as the J. Edgar Hoover FBI building. So it was kind of a vindictive last move here.
This is the Library of Congress right here?
Yeah, it's the Library of Congress.
Right. we're going to park on the low granite wall just in front of you up there. Gonna park the Segways and we'll stop.
Now this is the Vietnam Wall. I was actually surprised to see that on both ends it's very, very small, just how it is here, and then as it goes in the middle it expands. It's a lot bigger, and every single piece of the wall is written with the names of the people that we lost over there in Vietnam. Here are some of the names right here. And as you can see, loved ones come by and they leave flowers at the very bottom of the wall and papers with pictures of their loved ones that they lost, that says a little bit about them as well. You see family members who actually know people on the wall, and they are bawling their eyes out. I have been fortunate enough not to have any family members or people that I know, because I'm too young, die in Vietnam. But the mood here is just, it's very hard to hold back the tears. You have to fight to hold back the tears. But luckily, everybody here was very, very respectful, talked in hushed tones, and it is just a great and beautiful memorial that I think everybody has to see at least once. To the right-hand side, or Abraham Lincoln's left, is one of his inaugural speeches. And to the left, which is Abraham Lincoln's right, is the Gettysburg Address. Now, on the steps on the way up to the Lincoln Memorial, you have this. It says, "I have a dream. Martin Luther King Jr., the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, August 28, 1963. What a lot of people do not know is that this is the exact same spot where Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, stood when he gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. And this was the view he had while he was giving that speech, only it was covered in people who believed in freedom, who believed in rights and equality for all men.
The United States Institute of Research